year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Moss. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Caught close to the marker, it's Bussey. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
To the air, it's Reed. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. Finds his man on the left. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Working that left side now. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's locked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's locked. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They've got the screen set up. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the cornerback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moss. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. snap. It's Daniels. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it to the right side. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history, finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big...
Wide open spaces. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Dances away. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Aggies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Creates a little room. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pauling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Fields. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Pauling. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quarterback making checks. From the shotgun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Love. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Love. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quarterback moving. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Love. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Gonna look downfield again. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Power football with the run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Buying some time. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Trying to drain time off the clock. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll test the right side. Slithers into space. He's loose on the right. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Yeah, and these are always the interesting situations in the game because bleeding the clock with the lead, but I'm also in scoring position here in the touchdown. I want the touchdown to go up by 2 possessions and put some distance, so it's always the fine line you walk.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's fussy. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Moss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pauling. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Might as well give it to him again.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's loose. There he goes. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 33 over Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Buys a little time. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Bussey. Lots of running room. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds. The clock keeps ticking.
Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's got it along the sidelines, but the officials are signaling out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. One more play to pad the stats. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if